Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. It's me, Johnny Hawaii, on Midnight Evil. You know, it's just something a little small, a little short. I was saying, why not just tell y'all a little story? There's nothing harmful about this. I know it's a horror game, but I mean, we're just reading. How bad can it be, right? As the clock approached midnight, William Crinkle was fast asleep. I am William Crinkle. Crinkle. The night was different though. He woke up to a strange sound coming from the attic. I forgot my camera wasn't on, so my video was just staying still. Ugh, I don't like that little gremlin. As he climbed the stairs, he felt something. He had never seen this chest before. Just an innocent book. Tonight, his life would change forever. Nathan Standers presents Midnight Evil. There we go. Long before the first humans stood upright and took their place in the world, there was a beautiful land that was ruled by what many would come to call the Fae. These ancient beings were worshipped by mankind, but they were also feared. Humans were right to be afraid, but there were many different creatures that lived in the darkness, watching us, waiting. Most were harmless enough, amusing themselves by causing mischief and playing pranks on humans that crossed their paths. My brightness up a bit. I can't see none of it. However, some had more sinister intentions. The Arcanine, for example, had developed a liking for the taste of human children. These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill. It was unlucky tragedy for my people that we decided to build our village here, right in the middle of the Earthlings' territory. We have lost so many of our children over the past year. There weren't enough tears in this world to weep for their loss. Ah! My page sharing just scared me. Okay. Thankfully, though, my grandmother taught me well in the ways of my druid ancestors. Motherfucker. I may not be able to kill the little beast, but I was able to work out a spell that binds them to this book. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls to the hand of a child. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls to the hands of a child. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls into the hands of a child. Oh, come on. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls into the hands of a child. Okay. If you are reading this, know that I'm truly sorry for the demons that have now been passed on to you. Motherfucker. Opening the book will have awakened them, and I'm sure they will be ravenously hungry. Opening the book will have awakened them, and I'm sure they are ravenously hungry. Once this book is opened, you must read it out loud from beginning to end in order to return them to their magical prison. Be watchful. They only attack if you don't see them coming. Most importantly, once you finish this book, keep it hidden so that no one ever opens it again. Woo! First night over with no hurry whatsoever.
WIGSFM 98.7 Game Talk.
Hello, darkness.
My old
name is
friend.
Nick Gloom. It's just me tonight. As you guys know, we answer game questions and talk tips and tricks. Well, Nate usually does. I don't really play most of those games. Anyway, let's get to the phones. First caller, you're on the
I'm gonna
air.
eat my breakfast.
Hi, Nick. I'm wondering, how do I beat the final boss in Terminator Destruction?
How would I know that?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm stuck here working for crap money. I still can't afford to buy new Atari games. Would you like me to page Nate?
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing. Like I said, I'm working here. I don't usually come on the radio. So, I don't have as much of a bedside manner as Nate does. But it's totally fine. I bought a new OBasic book, which is the programming language for Atari, since I can't afford to buy my own Atari games, and I'm working on my own homebrew game. The pending title is Evil Midnight, where I'm not sure what you're going to have to do yet, but I think it's going to be a horror game, and it's going to be at nighttime, and it's going to be evil. Basically, you would do something all night, and then you would win. It's kind of like working here. I try to keep my head down all night, but Janet asks me to go on the air, and I'm always getting asked to do stuff.
Welcome
The
to
more
life,
stuff
man.
I get asked to do, the more I get anxious and panic. It's a vicious cycle.
Is this some kind of life lesson? I just want to play Terminator.
Here's the thing.
Terminator. What's the thing? Oh, God. Little Maggie O'Brien was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them. 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them, 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. A long one. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Got it, don't look down for too long. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Oh, come on, I'm saying it correctly. As they all searched high and low, they all soon realized that Maggie was missing. There we go. Frantically, they began searching for their friend. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek. She was a small girl that loved to play hide and seek. Bro, relax. We're fine. Her big brother Colin insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere, safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. Whoa! What the hell? Her big brother Colin insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere, safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. And why is it not picking up? distant. The big brother Garland insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere, safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. Alright, you guys are seeing this, yeah? Her big brother Garland insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere, safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. Doesn't even want to pick up my voice. As she watched everyone search for her. Jeez. The sun sank low in the sky and the forest grew dark. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh. Fuck. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back up to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found. Damn, it doesn't work that way. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found. That's when everyone lit torches and spread out through the woods calling her name. That's when everyone lit torches and spread out through the woods calling her name. We're good. We're good. We're good. Calm down. Don't like this. Don't like this. The little girl's mother sobbed desperately as we all expected every corner of the woods in hopes of finding her. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. Well, it's my hers that they don't catch up on. Hers. I'm her big brother, he said, rubbing his eyes. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. God, I really have to just look at them. God, that dude was creepy. Okay, they're not too hard to hear. It's not your fault, Colin, I assured him. We'll find her soon and shall be no worse for the wear. We shall find her soon and shall be no worse for the wear. We'll find her soon and shall be no worse for the wear. He nodded, forced a smile, and we all continued looking. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. Or rather, what was left of her, which wasn't much. Fuck you. No, no. We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite hairball that day. We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite hairball that day. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness. Wailing, walling, whatever. But Colin tried to tell us then. He said that she had been covered in what described as little green man. He said that she had been covered in what he described as little green man. They were fat and green, he stammered, with bright glowing eyes. They were biting off bits of skin and flesh. Damn it. They were fat and green, he stammered, with bright glowing eyes. With bright glowing eyes. They were biting off bits of skin and flesh. No one believed the lad. We are attributed to the horrible ordeal to the hungry wild animal. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Hold on. We all had attributed to the horrible ordeal to the hungry wild animal. Of course, what else could it possibly be? No. We are attributed. Hold on. Attributed. Attributed. Okay. We are attributed the horrible ordeal to a hungry wild animal. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Yeah. Attributed? Yeah. We all attributed the horrible ordeal to a hungry animal. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Of course, what else could it possibly be? Scooping up what remained of little Maggie, the townsfolk set to work preparing for her funeral. We had no idea of the horrors that laid ahead. Yep. Don't worry, I'm searching. I thought to myself, how strange her wounds looked. I couldn't help but think back to what Colin had said about the little green man. It made me think of the stories my grandmother used to tell me. She said that our Druid ancestors spoke of tiny creatures that lived long ago. Oh crap. She said that our Druid ancestors spoke of tiny creatures that lived long ago in the swamps and marsh surrounding our lands. The Earthlings, she called them. Yep. The Earthlings, she called them. The Earthlings, she called them. No, you did not come to the window. No window! There were 3 tribes, each finding their own breed of evil. Yeah, I saw you. Fuck you. One tribe, I recall, said we're green and fat. One tribe, I recall, they said we're green and fat. One tribe, I recall, she said they were green and fat. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh. Hold on. One tribe, I recall, she said we're green and fat. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh. We didn't live near any swamps. Surely the boy's mind was playing tricks on him. Besides, the Earthlings weren't real. They couldn't be. They couldn't be. Woo! Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. No, buzz off. Colin kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. Colin kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. But I can't. Colin kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. Colin kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. After his sister had been laid to rest, I came to him to ask him how he was doing. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of both. Of the two. Shit. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of two. Of the two. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of the two, and said, I already saw them, the little green monsters. Oh, okay. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. I kept telling myself that seeing his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. He was just in shock. The memories... The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all. The first thing my grandmother told me about the Earthlings was whether there were 3 tribes. The green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. That was too close. They said they could be heard if you walked deep in the swamps at night. Oh, they're getting more active. They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only as tiny flickering lights through the trees. They were the least half lethal of the 3 tribes, but every bit as evil. They were the least lethal of the 3 tribes, but every bit as evil. Calm down, calm down. The red ones were more temperamental and even faster than the green cousins. They didn't sing or dance around campfires. They didn't sing or dance around campfires, and the celebrations were a bit more gruesome. They preferred to eat children from the inside out. They preferred to eat children from the inside out. It was even thought by some that they were only red because they were stained by the blood of the victims. Fiery red. Fiery red, bristle-like hairs spotted for the tops of their heads, and their glowing yellow eyes seemed cold and calculating. The pale Earthlings were another class altogether. They had white skin and untamed blue hair that flowed out in every direction. The most unsettling thing about them was that they had no eyes at all. Yet they were somehow the most keen and efficient killers of the 3. Grandmother said that their long, wavery hair could somehow sense the presence and locations of children. Grandmother said that the long, wavery hair could somehow sense the presence and locations of children. Okay. Grandmother said that their long, wiry hair could somehow sense the presence and location of children. There were some things that all 3 tribes had in common. There were some things that all 3 tribes had in common. Not this time. Fucking my mouse wouldn't want to move on him. Earthlings preferred to eat after midnight, and would only attack if their child didn't make direct eye contact with them. reassured myself that the O'Brien girl was being attacked barely after sunset, which meant that she had been the victim of a wild animal attack. Fuck. I reassured myself that O'Brien girl being attacked barely after sunset meant that she had to have been the victim of a wild animal attack. Come on. I reassured myself that the O'Brien girl being attacked barely after sunset meant that she had to have been the victim of a wild animal attack. A few of the men in the village came together to hunt down the beast that killed the girl. A few of the men in the village came together to hunt down the beast that killed the girl. They came back 2 days later carrying the carcass of a large wolf. Why the wolf? The whole village breathed a sigh of relief and a big celebration was held. Here we go. Here we go. The only one besides myself that remained anxious was Colin. Looking at his face that night, I knew that he believed that creature that killed Maggie were still out there waiting. He was right. Fuck you.
WIGS-FM 98.7 Game Talk.
Hello, darkness.
My old friend.
Welcome to the top of the hour. Again, I'm your host, Nick Gloom, filling in for Nate tonight. That was an interesting hour, I must say. I don't know, Janet, I feel like these kids don't like me. Hey, Janet, do you like me? And she's walking away, folks.
Thank you for the little humor.
Anyway, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Nick, just calling in, wanted to say that you suck.
I just had a feeling that was coming. I feel like I'm not as approachable as Nate is. Oh yeah, so anyway, I forgot there's a sponsor slot I was supposed to fill last hour. This one goes out to all you greasy, pizza-faced listeners. Are you tired of popping pimples?
Ew, gross.
Do some zits appear over and over and you have to keep popping them?
Gross.
Kind of like that popular video game, Mole Whacker? From the creators of Simple Pimple comes the revolutionary cream, Pimple Buster.
Oh!
The all-in-one, scientifically formulated pimple-destroying cream. Call 155-PIM-PLES. But hurry, before supplies run out. That's 155-PIMPLES.
No, thank
You
you.
know, Janet, I think Evil Midnight could use some Mole Whacker inspiration. Something to keep the player on their toes. Or at least that last prank caller could drink some of that Pimple Buster.
Wow.
I don't know what it is.
You know, you can just fuck off. No. I ain't doing another night. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. If so, smash that button. I'm done with that. It was fun. Yes. I did not think it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, actually. I'm just. Oh, horror games I can only play for so long before my body's like, ugh. Especially these kind of things. I can do them. I will force myself to do them. I love horror movies. I love it's like excitement kind of scare. I don't know. It makes no sense. The only thing I'm mostly terrified of is just spiders, clowns, and mostly just clowns. Clowns and dolls. Clowns and dolls. Yep. I'm saying this at the end because I am thinking about playing games on VR and this and a lot of stuff, you know. I'm thinking about stepping on my game. But I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.